Hi all, different video today. I thought I'd just briefly talk about one of the most important aspects of technology, and that's connecting your equipment to the outside world, specifically the internet. So here are the methods I've used to connect up various builds. Starting from left to right, first of all we've got this very small wireless, what we call dongle, that plugs into a USB port on your machine. So that's a relatively inexpensive way to connect up. Now obviously the speed is not going to be that great, so the nearer you are to the wireless equipment the better. And then the next piece of kit is a wireless card. This has got a couple of movable aerials on it. If I can just move them around. They do move up. Yeah, got it. That's it, like that. So you can move them around. Now this is for desktop computers, and it actually slots in a PCIe slot, and this is screwed into the back of the case. Now at the moment, as you can see, it's got a high profile bracket for desktop computers, but for small form factor machines this also came with a low profile bracket, so you just unscrew that and put the low profile bracket on, and that's basically a step up from this dongle here. You probably position the equipment a bit further away from the router, and the speed's going to be a lot better. Then moving on to these are Ethernet network plugs. What you do is you take one of the plugs and plug it near your router and connect up a Ethernet cable. These actually come with a pair of Ethernet cables, and one end goes in there obviously and the other end goes into your router. And what you do is you take the other plug, and the idea is the signal goes through your electricity cabling to this second plug here that also has an Ethernet cable plugged into it, and the Ethernet cable from here goes into your equipment. And again, this is a step up from wireless. So you need, with these network plugs, you need to ensure that the cabling is on the same ring, so either ground floor, which I'm almost certain it'll work, and upstairs as well. I was surprised that the number of people that aren't aware of this solution, but it's worth doing if your equipment is too far to receive a wireless signal from the router, or the signal is not that stable. And finally, we've got direct Ethernet cable connection. So one end goes into your equipment and the other end goes to your router. Ideally try and get Cat 6 and above, but Cat 5 is pretty adequate, and that would be the best connection, more reliable and faster. But obviously you've got to allow for the fact that you'll be doing some sort of cabling. And luckily these cables are quite narrow, so hopefully not too difficult to thread around and secure to the skirting or the wall. So if you've got any questions on this, pop in a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And these are the methods of connecting up your equipment to the internet